Welcome back to Explore with Ouzi, your passport to the world's most interesting travel facts. Don't forget to smash that like button and vote for more content. So today we're diving into a topic that's a little bit, well, awkward. We're talking about places where the welcome mat might not be fully rolled out for everyone. Specifically, we're looking at countries where, as of January 2025, Chinese citizens face some pretty strict entry restrictions. First up on our list of exclusive destinations is Kuwait, a country that often flies under the radar but has so much to offer. Kuwait's known for its oil wealth, desert landscapes, and unfortunately for our Chinese viewers, its current ban on entry for Chinese citizens. This has left many travelers disappointed. The reasons behind these restrictions can be complex and a bit of a head-scratcher, often shrouded in layers of bureaucracy. Sometimes it's about politics, sometimes security concerns, and sometimes, well, it's just a mystery that leaves everyone guessing. In Kuwait's case, the reasons for the ban haven't been publicly announced, adding to the intrigue. Countries got to do what countries got to do, and sometimes that means making decisions that aren't fully explained. But it does leave us wondering, what's going on behind the scenes? Is there more to the story than meets the eye? Did someone eat the last shawarma? Or perhaps there's a deeper, more complex reason? Did someone forget to RSVP to the camel race? We may never know the full story, but hey, that's diplomacy for you folks. It's often as unpredictable as it is fascinating. It's like that friend who ghosts you after a party and then acts like nothing happened. Awkward, right? Let's not dwell on Kuwait. There are plenty of other places to explore. We've got a whole list of other intriguing destinations to get through, so stay tuned for more. Next up on our world tour of not-so-welcoming destinations, we have Vietnam. Vietnam is known for its stunning beaches, delicious food, and vibrant culture that attracts millions of tourists every year. However, it's also known for its rather selective entry requirements. Chinese citizens are currently facing some significant roadblocks when it comes to visiting this Southeast Asian gem. Entry is, to put it mildly, a challenge. Many find themselves frustrated at the airport facing visa rejections, and by challenge I mean it's pretty much a no-go. The embassies are closed and the terminals are empty. The reasons behind this are a little murky, as they often are in the world of international relations. Some say it's due to political tensions, while others point to economic factors. Some whispers suggest it might have something to do with maritime disagreements in the South China Sea. It's like siblings fighting over the last slice of pizza, except instead of pizza, it's strategically important waterways. These waterways are crucial for international trade and hold significant strategic value. The bottom line is, if you're a Chinese citizen with a hankering for some pho and breathtaking scenery, you might want to consider alternative travel plans for now. Vietnam might not be on your itinerary this year. The next stop on our world tour of selective entry nations is Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea is a fascinating country located on the west coast of Africa. It's known for its oil reserves, rainforests, and its rather exclusive guest list. Equatorial Guinea has a no-admittance policy for Chinese citizens. The reasons for this are a bit opaque. Some speculate it might have something to do with Equatorial Guinea's close ties with another country that might not always see eye to eye with China. International relations, folks, it's like a high school cafeteria, except instead of lunch trays, they're trading sanctions and diplomatic envoys. The bottom line is, if you're a Chinese citizen with dreams of exploring Equatorial Guinea, you might want to pack your patience and a really good travel agent. Chapter 4. Ascension Island, you can't always get what you want. Our next destination is a real head-scratcher, Ascension Island, a place that seems to defy all logic and expectations. Ascension Island is a tiny volcanic island in the middle of the South Atlantic Ocean, far removed from the hustle and bustle of the mainland. It's basically a giant rock with some really persistent birds, making it a unique and intriguing spot for nature enthusiasts. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in exclusivity, attracting only the most determined travelers. Getting to Ascension Island is about as easy as finding a parking spot in downtown Manhattan on a Monday morning, which is to say nearly impossible. And for Chinese citizens, it's even trickier, adding another layer of complexity to an already challenging journey. Since May 2015, the Ascension Island government has politely declined to issue entry visas to Chinese citizens, creating a significant barrier. The reasons for this are shrouded in mystery, much like the island itself, leaving many to speculate. Some say it's about protecting the island's delicate ecosystem, which is home to many unique species. Others say it's about geopolitical chess, a move in a larger, more complex game of international relations. Whatever the reason, Ascension Island is not exactly rolling out the red carpet for Chinese visitors, making it one of the most exclusive destinations in the world. Chapter 5. India, a complicated relationship. Our next destination takes us to India, a land of vibrant culture, ancient history, and some rather strained diplomatic relations. Things between China and India haven't exactly been a Bollywood romance lately. Amid heightened tensions, India has tightened the visa regulations for Chinese citizens. The reasons behind this are complex and go back centuries. Border disputes, political disagreements, you name it. These two countries have seen it all. It's like a never-ending game of diplomatic tug-of-war with visas as the rope. If you're a Chinese citizen hoping to explore the Taj Mahal or sample some delicious biryani, you might want to consult with your travel agent and brush up on your geopolitical history. Chapter 6. Ecuador, from open arms to closed borders. Our next stop takes us to Ecuador, known for its stunning Galapagos Islands, Amazon rainforest, and its stricter visa requirements for Chinese citizens. Ecuador was once a relatively easy destination for Chinese travelers. But things changed in July 2023. Ecuador, facing a surge in irregular migration, decided to reinstate visa requirements for Chinese nationals. The reasons behind this are complex and have sparked debate. Some argue that it's a necessary step to control immigration and protect national security. Others say it unfairly targets Chinese citizens and could harm tourism. It's a delicate balancing act, folks. One wrong move and things could get messy. Our journey now takes us to Taiwan, an island nation with a unique and complicated relationship with mainland China. Mainland Chinese citizens face stringent entry controls and are generally not allowed to enter Taiwan for tourism purposes. This is due to the complex political history between mainland China and Taiwan, which has been governed independently since 1949. It's a situation that requires a deep understanding of history and diplomacy. So, while the beautiful beaches and bustling cities of Taiwan might be calling, it's essential to be aware of the entry restrictions for Chinese citizens. This topic could be a video on its own. Next up, we're heading to the Pacific, to the beautiful island nation of Palau. Known for its stunning coral reefs, turquoise waters, and a complicated relationship with Chinese tourism. Back in 2018, the Chinese government put Palau on its list of no-go destinations for tour groups. It's like being picked last for dodgeball, but for entire countries. Some speculate it might have something to do with Palau's diplomatic ties with Taiwan. Others say it's about environmental concerns and protecting Palau's fragile ecosystem from over-tourism. Whatever the reason, Chinese tour groups are officially off the guest list for this Pacific paradise. Our journey now takes us to North Africa, to the country of Libya. Libya is a nation with a rich history, vast deserts, and some serious security concerns. Due to ongoing conflicts and political instability, Libya has become a no-go zone for travelers from many countries, including China. Libya has imposed strict entry restrictions on Chinese citizens, making it extremely difficult, if not impossible, to obtain a visa. It's a stark reminder that not all destinations are accessible to everyone. Our final stop on this global journey takes us to the Himalayas, to the Kingdom of Bhutan. Bhutan is often called the Land of Happiness, known for its stunning mountain scenery, unique culture, and focus on gross national happiness over gross domestic product. However, Bhutan also has a unique diplomatic situation. It doesn't maintain formal diplomatic relations with China. As a result, Chinese citizens generally aren't allowed entry. The reasons for this are rooted in history and geopolitics. Bhutan shares a border with China, and while relations have been mostly peaceful, they remain cautious and measured. So, while Bhutan's focus on happiness and its breathtaking landscapes might be alluring, It's essential to be aware of the entry restrictions for Chinese citizens. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of our journey through 10 countries where Chinese citizens currently face entry restrictions. Remember, these restrictions are subject to change based on evolving diplomatic relations and international policies. If you're a Chinese citizen planning a trip abroad, it's always best to check with official government sources or embassies for the latest information. Thanks for joining me on this eye-opening adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next exploration. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep your passports ready.